S.O.U.LMag TV. S.O.U.LMag TV. S.O.U.LMag TV.
What is it?
Speaking on urban life. S.O.U.LMag TV. S.O.U.LMag TV. Keeping Christ in the center of the conversation. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of S.O.U.LMag TV. You know how we do. We're speaking on urban life, keeping Christ in the center of the conversation. We got another great show for you guys today. We got two brothers that are from Florida. We got Reach Records' very own KB, representing from Tampa, Florida. We also got my man Raw Servant, got his On Fire shirt, and he's representing out from West Palm Beach. So actually filming here right now in an alley that's become somewhat notorious over the years. A lot of music videos have been shot here by local artists, and I actually shot a video here back in 6-7 years ago with Corey Red and Precise. It was called The American Dream. But most recently, KB, he did his video here called Zone Out. He also did some footage here in Ybor City from some of his other videos, a freestyle joint that he did as well. So we're excited to have KB on the show, brother that I've known for many years. He was part of Crossover Church family for a season. Still keep in touch with him. God is doing great things in his life. And then also my man Raw Servant, who I've just known for many, many years, been able to kind of mentor him as well and build with him and watch his ministry grow and just watch his skill level grow in many ways too. So we're excited, man. We got some great stuff in store for you, some interviews, some music videos, some live concert footage. But we're gonna kick it off with no other than my man Raw Servant.
Hey, yo, S.O.U.LMag TV, what's happening? It's your boy Eddie P, a.k.a. Raw Servant, live and direct right here at Crossover Studios, letting you know, listen, I'm in love with Jesus. That's like off top. I mean, even when I was on Trump's show, The Ultimate Merger, I had to tell Omarosa the same thing. So I got to tell you, you know what I mean? And, I've been at this thing for about a decade now, walking with the Lord, man, and just enjoying his love and enjoying everything that he has to offer. I mean, his goodness, his mercy, his faithfulness. I mean, you name it, man, he got it. I mean, he's the coolest of the cool, the hippest of the hip, the jazzest of the jazz, whatever you want to call him, he's it, man. I mean, he's the kingpin, you know what I mean? He's the big dog on campus. And for that, man, I salute him all day, every day, you know, and I've been running on something that's very dear to me, and I like to pass it on to you. You know, if I could trust God for breath, I could trust him for the rest. And since that reality is so real that, you know, every day we breathe in and out, you know what I mean, and we never ask God for that breath, you know what I mean? Let that be a constant reminder that, man, God, if I could trust you for the very thing that I need to live and enjoy life, man, I'm sure I could trust you for everything else that falls in it, you know what I mean? So I want that to be a reminder for you, you know, and I hope that steers up your heart, man, to stay on fire for him, dig in, you know what I mean, deeper into a relationship with him, and keep him always number one in your life. You know, my name came honestly from just how I am. I mean, I'm very raw, you know what I mean, and I devoted my life to serve God just that same way, you know what I mean, raw, and also you know what I mean, people, period, just I'm going to give you the honest reality. I'm going to tell you the real deal, you know what I mean? So it kind of happened just that way. Simple, you know, honest, just who I am. So over the years, my sound has continued to be, you know, refined, it's grown, this, that, and the other. And, you know, right now I'm traveling with a band. I'm so excited, man. We've grown into, you know, this pop, rock, reggae, you know, influence with hip hop, of course, you know what I mean, kind of band. And it's been so cool to do our form of worship, our form of expressing our gratitude to God. And if I were to leave you with something, I'd leave you with this. God didn't die for nobody. He died for somebody. He didn't die for just anybody. He died for you and I, you know what I mean, specifically. He gave up his whole world so that we can enjoy it and embrace his offer that he gives us. Life ever after. Peace, joy, the whole nine. And I don't ever want you to walk around this earth thinking, man, I'm no good. I'm not worth anything, because God himself didn't say that. God said, no, you're worth it. You're worth me giving up everything for you. So you need to hold your head up high, man, put your shoulders back and realize, man, God, you love me just the way I am. But also know that his love won't leave you the way it found you.
Ready, boy? Yeah, man, more life on the fullness here, Rafi, don't know King Jesus Christ, the Almighty. Heart of fire burning, you know what I'm saying? Ever living, everlasting. Yeah, man, I wanna go blasting. You don't know, send man alongside Raw Servant. Yeah, man, straight up we serve God. Whatever the road we are trod. Hey, yo, check out what I want. See?
The Almighty, I worship to the day I die. And then in eternal life, I still worship the Most High. The Almighty, I who saved me and gave me life. I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord. Oh, Jesus, you know how I feel.
How I feel.
Everything about you, Lord, is so real.
So real.
Oh, you alone, my friend, have loved me forever. Your love has no end.
No way.
So stretch out me hand and worship you, Father, and thank you, my friend. Oh, you already know I love you forever, like forevermore.
King of kings.
Your love has endured through all persecutions and hardships and storms. So whom shall I fear?
No one.
Your love's always with me and conquered my fear.
All the time.
I'll shed no tears.
Omnipresent.
I'll just worship you, Father, for years and years.
Got to keep on praising his name. Serving him all our we days.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
so let me say, the Almighty, I worship to the day I die. And then in eternal life, I still worship the Most High. The Almighty, I who saved me and gave me life. I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord. Oh, Jesus, you know how I feel.
How I feel.
Everything about you, Lord, is so real.
So real.
Oh, you alone, my King. You are my life and my everything.
My everything.
My love and my peace. The lamb that was slaughtered and conquered the beast. Oh, you already know. I call you my God and my chief cornerstone.
King of kings.
I love you alone. And in my heart you have built your home.
Yeah.
So whom shall I fear?
No one.
Your love's always with me and conquered my fear.
All the time.
I'll shed no tears.
Omnipresent.
I'll just worship you, Father, for years and years.
Got to keep on praising his name. Serving him all our we days. Oh, yeah.
So let me say, the Almighty, I worship to the day I die. And then in eternal life, I still worship the Most High. The Almighty, I who saved me and gave me life. I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord. I worship.
Yes, that man is on fire. Raw Servant. We'll be back in a little bit with more from him. But next up, we got KB. Shot some videos right here in this very alley. So don't go anywhere. KB, Reach Records. Next. S.O.U.LMag TV, we're back. And this next guy we got coming up, I've known him for many years. Got to watch him grow up in many ways. Through Bible college, watch him get married. I was actually officiated the ceremony, baptized him and his wife. And just to see his seriousness for ministry, for the word, for reaching people, for being a good artist, a good lyricist. And it's just amazing to see what God has done in his life. And so check out KB.
Right now I'm working on my new album, coming off of my first album, Weight and Glory, which is in stores and has been in stores for a year now. And so I just finished also a summer project where I was giving away free music on the 1st and 16th of the past 3 months, which were June, July, August. So, and now my new album. So I'm in the studio working as we speak, literally going home after this interview to put in more work on it, and hopefully it'll, Lord willing, to be together and ready to present to the world by the beginning of next year, 2014. Yeah, some of my inspiration for my latest album, which is Weight and Glory, was a book that John Piper wrote called When I Don't Desire God. And basically the book is helping you fight for joy in God, which is what believers fight is. That's for us to be not just happy, but to be happy in the Lord. So it's a book that outlines tools to use to fight with, and what the main thing to be grasped was a vision of the Lord where we connected with Him and we see Him in the Word. We would see, His great works and how it's His wonderful character and how much He loves us. And we see Him in creation all around us, and we would see all these things, and we would be in awe of it. We would find wonder. So we want to feel it. So it's weight, and what we're seeing is glorious. So we called it Weight and Glory. So that's the concept of the album. And I wrote an album, wanting to bring people to that place. And by the grace of God, a lot of people have been taken there. So that was kind of the heart behind my last album. Yeah. I am a rapper second, and I'm a Christian first. The way that I manage my relationship with the Lord is that it's supreme over everything. There's nothing that I can't walk away from. If it causes a conflict with my faith, there's nothing more important than that, including my own life. So as long as I keep it and have been keeping it as the priority of my existence, it's not, rap is just another thing that has to come under that submission or has to come underneath that rule, and it's not really a difficult thing, even as I'm touring and things of that nature, because I'm constantly, because it's the number one thing, it's supreme in my life, my faith, constantly making sure that I'm confessing and pouring into people in my church and being poured back in, praying and seeking God, because I love Him and I want more of Him. So that's, it just pans everything out.
One, two, blackout on them, go off in the zone. Zone, blackout on them, blackout on them, blackout on them, blackout on them, go off in the zone. Zone, blackout on them, blackout on them, there I stand, blackout on them, go off in the zone. Okay, I'm in here, so what's up now? In zone like touchdown. KB and I'm just out and I won't move like tough crowds. 7 years I done stuck out, got death threats, pushed out. But how they supposed to hurt a man that's been dead since 05? Beat dropping, I'm going in. Preach so hard that you know it's him. He fills me up and then he pours. This might go underneath your skin. From the dog, I'm on it. To the praise of His glory, homie. I'ma get it in or what I could have been before him. I'm hungry.
Cause I got tunnel vision, yeah, I'm focused on the light. Can't see a thing cause I'm focused on the Christ.
S.O.U.LMag TV, keep it locked right here. We'll be back with more KD and Raw Servant and some live concert performances.
I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone, I'm zoning out, zoning out, zoning out, zoning out, zoning out, zoning out, zoning out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. I ain't dissing Oprah, but I'm never on my own. But let me say this, I'ma live forever, regardless how my doctor feels. Call it Willow Smith, my father's will. I've seen the Lord, and same I'll never be. Some say they seen the Lord, but live on casually. I don't know what you saw, but the Lord ain't what you seen. Once you really seen the Lord, you're obsessed with what you see. Obsession more, that's it right. Love Him more than dead life. Wanna know how you can beat poor, let Him give you new websites. I promise, dog, I want Him. Mindset on His glory. I visualize Him crucified, both hands wide, 345.
Tunnel vision, yeah, I'm focused on the light. Can't see a thing cause I'm focused on the Christ. You can try to kill me, but you can't hurt me. You can bring whoever you want. You'll never break me, won't penetrate. Once I get off in my zone, I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. I'm zoning out, zoning out, zoning out, zoning out, zoning out, zoning out, zoning out.
Blackout on them, go off in the zone.
Crossover Church partnered with God Belongs in My City organization. They're based out of New York City. They've been doing this tour in a lot of different cities and prayer walks in a lot of different places. Maybe you've seen the t-shirts, maybe you've seen the Andy Mineo video. Well, we did a big event in Crossover Church in the summer 2013. God Belongs in My City, Tampa, Florida. And you're gonna see some live concert footage with KB rocking it. He got the crowd live at this joint, I'm telling you.
So, KB, how does it feel?
It feels like fire in me. Gonna light a fire in me. Light up entire cities with the glory of God. I'm tripping. I'm standing all with me. All of the Aussie empty. Better make case to the great taste of the great fame, and I got a job in busy. Yeah, but you can feel it. This is more than music. Waiting the son of Savior, burying the consumer. That wait, gotta wait to it. Awaken you, the God that wait, gotta wait to it. Come and see a man who died. Became alive. Jesus, the Son of God. I'm on the God, he should be on the top of my little eyes. I'm talking, look to the book of life. You can see glory in this boring, you got crooked sights. Look for your joy, I'm on some other world. Earth can't satisfy you, homie, you gon' need another world. Sin is a killer man and he gon' leave you smothered, girl. Death the cosmetics, come to wrap you in a cover, girl.
Waiting glory.
Get your hands in the air like this. I don't know if you know,
All I see is you.
but you don't know what it means to live unless you're living for the reason you were created, to glorify him. I'm in awe of you. There's this never-ending thirst, it exists in all of us. Try to quench it, we're getting stuff, and stuff has never been enough. It's only can add and not trust in the son's sacrifice. You ain't gotta stay thirsty, those actions will comply. You gotta sin, understand that living water. The world's most interesting man is Jesus, he's the author. Find that comical, I make music to prove it wrong. Life isn't breathing, life is knowing God. They I get on mission, that mission is my vision. To see the sun is splendid, if I don't, the sin will eclipse it. This is in the scripture, I feast on Christ. It gets so bad, all forgot is more sins, appetites. This is what you were made for, seek and savor. Glory of your maker, show it off in behavior. What it means to be human, to be consumed with the weight and glory of Yeshua. And lead people to him. Hands in the air, for his weight and glory. Hands up, like. Hands like, yeah. Hey.
All I see is you.
Hands like, yeah. Everybody get your like this. Oh God, I'm in awe of you. Yeah, God, Lord, I'm in awe of you. Weight and glory. T-Town. Clap. I feel like some of them are holding back, I mean. Hey, DJ Sincere. I feel like some of them are holding back, man. Now, I know we small tonight, but there's no excuse for everybody in here. Zone.
This same exact spot, I shot my music video, The American Dream, several years back. And that video was really about a thing that's still out right now. It gives this false perception, this false teaching, this false doctrine of life is all about this. And it's nothing new, because false teaching, false doctrine has been around inside the church and in culture for a long time. You look all throughout the New Testament, our man Paul was constantly writing these letters to the different churches saying, watch out for false teachers. Watch out for people preaching a different kind of gospel. Watch out for this, that, all these different things. Look in 1 and 2 Timothy, he's really telling Timothy as a young leader, watch out for this stuff, because it can easily start to seep into your mind and change the way you think. So S.O.U.LMag TV, I want to encourage you guys, be careful what you watch. Be careful what you listen to, because there's going to be so many other worldviews and ideas and philosophies and doctrines that are going to come in that are opposite of what God's view is on the world, or what a Christian worldview is. And I know many times when you hear a song, or you see a movie, or you hear somebody say something, you know it's not really right. But if you're constantly feeding your mind with that kind of stuff all the time, soon you kind of just begin to get numb to it. Kind of just, I know it's not really right, but everybody's doing it. It's kind of just normal. Be careful. That's what can so quickly happen with false teaching. Then there's a lot of cultural false teaching that's happening, just from media that's out there, just even from music that's opposite of a lot of the music you see on S.O.U.LMag TV. There's a song, as we're filming this right now, that's topping the charts, and it's called Same Love. It's really advocating same-sex marriage and relationships and all that stuff. And there's a lot of things in that song that it actually mentions about God, the church, the Bible, and a lot of things that are false and out of context. But for the average person that may not really know a whole lot about the Bible, and the song throws out there, well, you know, we're basing it on a book that's 3,500 years old and it's just paraphrased. A lot of people can hear that and be like, oh, really? Yeah, it's just paraphrased? Oh yeah, then we don't need to listen to it. We can do whatever we want. It's all good. And the video is done in a way that is very touching, and it pulls on your heartstrings, and a lot of people, they hear that and they begin to believe a certain way. But the Bible is not 3,500 years old. Parts of it are, but parts of it are around 2,000 years old, or even a little less, and it's not paraphrased. We have word for word thousands and thousands of manuscripts that we can line it up. Even when they found the Dead Sea Scrolls that were over 1,000 years old, they were able to look at that and look at the Bible we had today, and everything lined up with pinpoint accuracy. So you hear these thoughts out there of this, that, and the other, and we can easily, if it's undocumented, it's an undocumented source, we could fall for it. So be careful of false teaching. Paul wrote that in so many of his letters to the different churches in the New Testament. He wrote that to Timothy as well. So S.O.U.LMag TV, be careful what you're listening to, what you're watching, the sources that it's coming from. The Bible, the Word of God, is infallible. That means there's no mess ups in it. There's no mistakes in it. There's nothing that's inaccurate. It's all solid. That should be our foundation of truth. And it's reliable, it's solid. Check out the evidence. S.O.U.LMag TV,